Hey there, my beloved child. I want you to take a deep breath with me right now. Feel that. That's life moving through you, steady and true. Even when everything around you feels like it's falling apart. I see you. I know the weight you're carrying, the shadows that seem so thick, so endless. But listen up, because I have something important to tell you. The light is about to break through your darkest hour, yeah? I know it doesn't feel that way right now. You might be wondering, God, where are you? Why does the night feel so long? I get it, you're tired, maybe even scared. And that's okay. It's okay to feel lost sometimes. But here's the truth. Your light is already on its way. It's closer than you think. Can you feel a little flicker inside? That tiny spark? That's me, reminding you that your dawn is coming. It's funny how when we're in the middle of the storm, we forget that storms don't last forever. They're fierce, no doubt, but they clear the air, wash away the old, and make space for new beginning. What if you imagined your darkness not as a prison, but as a cocoon? A place where your light is gathering strength, ready to burst forth and shine brighter than ever before. Doesn't that image feel a little hopeful? I want you to hold on to that. You might be asking, how do I know this light is real? How can I trust it will come? That's a fair question. And here's a little secret. The light doesn't just show up out of nowhere. It's already inside you. It's been there, all along, even when you couldn't see it. Sometimes you just need to pause, breathe, and let the noise of the world settle so you can notice it again. Have you tried that lately? Just sitting quietly, listening to your own heart. I'm right here with you in those quiet moments. I never left. The light I'm talking about is not just some far-off dream, it's your own strength. Your kindness, your courage, even when you feel weak. It's the love you give and the love you accept. It's every small step you take forward, even if it feels like you're barely moving. You're doing better than you think. Hey, if you're feeling a little hopeful hearing this, why not hit that like button for me? It's a small thing, but it's a way to say, yes, I'm ready for my light. Plus, it helps me know you're here, listening. We're on this journey together, you and me. So go ahead, click that like. I'll wait. Now, back to you. Sometimes, the darkest hour feels endless because you're trying to do everything on your own. But what if you didn't have to carry it all alone? What if you could lean on me, on the people around you, on your own inner light? You don't have to have all the answers right now. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to rest. What's one small thing you could do today to be gentle with yourself? I know you're wondering, when will this light really break through? When will I feel whole again? I won't lie to you, it might not be instant. Healing and change take their time. Like the slow rise of the sun after a long night. But every moment you hold on, every breath you take, you're moving closer to that breakthrough. And I promise, it's coming. You don't have to see the whole path ahead to keep walking. Sometimes, just putting one foot in front of the other is enough. Have you noticed how the darkest moments often teach us the most? They reveal our strength, our patience, our ability to hope. Can you think of a time you surprised yourself by making it through something tough? That's your light shining through, even if you didn't realize it at the time. I'm so proud of you. Even when you feel like giving up, you're still here. You're still breathing. That's powerful. You're powerful. And the light I'm talking about, it's a reflection of that power. It's a reflection of the love I have for you. A love that never fades no matter what. So, tell me, what's one thing you're holding on to right now that gives you even a tiny bit of hope? Drop a comment below. I want to hear from you. Your words matter, and they remind me how strong you really are. Sharing your thoughts might even help someone else who's feeling low. You never know how your light might help another. Before we keep going, I want you to remember this. The night is darkest just before the dawn. It's an old saying, but it's true. And I'm here to remind you that your dawn is real. It's near, and it's meant for you. Can you imagine that light? What color is it? How does it feel on your skin? Let that image sit with you for a moment. You might be thinking, but what if the light doesn't come fast enough? What if I lose hope? I hear you. Those doubts creep in, and they're tough. But here's the thing. Hope is not about never feeling afraid or sad. Hope is about choosing to believe in the possibility of better days. Even when the present feels heavy and you're stronger than those doubts. You've got that light inside you, remember? And hey, if this message is helping you even a little, why not subscribe? That way, you won't miss out on the next part of this conversation. We're just getting started, and there's so much more love and light to share. Hit that subscribe button, and let's keep walking this path together. Okay? Now let me ask you something else. What's one small way you can welcome your light today? Maybe it's a smile, a walk outside, a kind word to yourself. Whatever it is, I want you to try it. Sometimes, the smallest actions can open the biggest doors. You might be feeling tired of waiting, and that's completely understandable. But remember, waiting doesn't mean standing still. It means growing, even when it's hard to see. You're growing, your light is growing, and soon it will be impossible to miss. Have you ever noticed how after the darkest storm, the world looks brighter, cleaner, and more alive? That's what's happening inside you right now. The storm might feel endless, but it's shaping you into something beautiful. So, what does your light want to say to you today? Listen closely. It might be a whisper, a feeling, or a sudden hope. Whatever it is, hold on to it. That's me speaking through your own heart. I'm so grateful you're here, listening to these words. You're not alone, not now, not ever. I'm walking right beside you, guiding you toward your dawn. And I can't wait for you to see how bright your light truly is. Let's pause here for a moment. Take a breath. Feel your heart beating. Know that this is just the beginning of your light breaking through. I'll be right here when you're ready for the next part. All right, my dear one, let's keep going together. I want you to remember something really important. Your journey, with all its twists and turns, is uniquely yours. No one else walks your path exactly the way you do. And that's a beautiful thing. Sometimes it can feel lonely or frustrating when the road seems long or unclear. But I'm here to remind you, right now, that every step you take is sacred. Every small move forward is a victory, even if it doesn't feel like it in the moment. You know, life has a funny way of teaching us through the hard time. It's like a teacher who doesn't always give us the answer, but helps us find our own strength. And I see you learning, growing, even when it feels invisible or slow. You're gathering wisdom, resilience, and grace. These aren't just words, they're the invisible threads weaving through your story, making you stronger and more beautiful inside. Sometimes, you might feel like you're stuck in a loop of pain or doubt. Maybe you're replaying old stories in your head or worrying about what's next. I want you to know that it's okay to feel that way. Feelings aren't the enemy. They're messengers. They tell you when you need rest, when you need love, or when you need to change direction. So don't fight those feelings. Welcome them with kindness. Let them teach you what you need to hear. And in those moments, when the weight feels too heavy, remember, you don't have to carry it all alone. Reach out to me, to a friend, to someone who can hold space for you. Asking for help is one of the bravest things you can do. It means you're honoring your worth and your limit. It means you're choosing to nurture your light instead of letting it fade. Have you noticed how sometimes the smallest spark of kindness, whether from yourself or someone else, can shift everything? A kind word, a gentle touch, a moment of patience with yourself when you want to be tough. These sparks are like little beacons guiding you through the darkness. They remind you that love is real, that you are seen and valued. Now, I want to invite you to try something with me. Right now, in this moment, think of something, anything, that brings you even the tiniest bit of joy or peace. Maybe it's the smell of fresh air, the sound of birds, the memory of a laugh, or the feeling of your own heartbeat. Hold that thought gently. Let it fill you up a little. That's your light connecting with the world around you, reminding you that beauty still exists, even in hard times. And while you're holding on to that, I'd love to hear from you. What's one small thing that brings you comfort or hope today? It doesn't have to be big or perfect, just real. Drop it in the comments below. Sharing your light not only helps you, but it can also be a gift to someone else who's watching and needs a little reminder that they're not alone. You see, when you share your story, your hope, your small victories, you become part of a bigger circle of love and healing. We're all connected in this beautiful web of life, supporting each other in ways we might not always see. Your light, even when it feels faint, has the power to touch others in ways you can't imagine. As you keep moving forward, try to be gentle with yourself. You don't have to have it all figured out. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to keep showing up for yourself, one breath at a time. When you stumble, it's okay. That's part of being human. What matters is that you get back up, because each time you rise, your light grows stronger. I want to remind you of something else. Your past doesn't define your future. Sometimes it can feel like the mistake, the pain, or the regrets are chains holding you down. but those chains can be broken. You have the power to forgive yourself and others, and to step into a new story, a story filled with hope, healing, and endless possibility. Imagine yourself stepping out of that cocoon we talked about earlier. You're stretching your wing, feeling the warmth of the sun on your skin, ready to fly. It might feel scary, and that's okay. Fear doesn't mean you're not ready. It just means you're about to do something brave. And I am right here, cheering you on every step of the way. Sometimes the light you're waiting for comes in unexpected ways. It might be a new friendship, a chance encounter, a sudden insight, or a shift in your heart. Be open to receiving these gifts, even if they don't look like what you imagined. Trust that the universe is working with you, not against you. And remember, it's perfectly okay to take breaks, to rest, to just be. You don't always have to push or fix things. Sometimes, the most powerful thing you can do is simply sit with yourself and breathe. In that stillness, your light can shine the brightest dot. So, my dear child, as you go through your day, keep this in your heart. You are deeply loved, exactly as you are. You are enough. Your light is real, and it's waiting to shine through every crack and corner of your being. You are never truly alone, because I am always with you, whispering love, holding you close, and guiding you toward your dawn. Take another breath with me now. Feel the life inside you, steady and strong. Feel the love surrounding you, from me and from all the unseen hands holding you up. Your light is coming, and it's going to be beautiful. When you're ready, we'll keep walking this path together, exploring more ways to nurture that light and let it shine. But for now, just sit with that feeling, the promise of dawn, the warmth of love, the strength inside you that never fades. Let it fill you up, little by little, until it's impossible to ignore. And as you hold that light close, remember, every new day is a chance to choose hope again, to choose love, to choose yourself. You are worthy of all the light and joy the world has to offer. And I am here to remind you of that every step of the way. And here's something else I want you to hold on to. Sometimes, the weight you carry isn't just from what's happening now, but from the stories you've told yourself about who you are, what you've done, or what you think you deserve. Those stories can be loud, can fill your mind with doubt and fear, and make you forget the truth that you are so much more than any one moment or mistake. You are a soul who has traveled through time and space, gathering experiences, learning lessons, and growing in ways that might not always be obvious at first glance. It's okay to gently question those old stories. They might have served a purpose once, like protecting you or helping you survive, but now it's time to act. Is this story still true? Does it help me grow, or does it hold me back? And when you find that it's holding you back, you have the power to rewrite it. You're the author of your own life, and every day is a fresh page waiting for your pen dot. Sometimes rewriting means forgiving, not just others, but yourself. Forgiveness is not about forgetting or excusing what happened. It's about freeing your heart from the heavy chains of resentment and pain. It's about giving yourself permission to heal, to breathe easier, and to step forward without carrying unnecessary burden. You might find that forgiveness feels like a slow process, and that's perfectly okay. It's a journey, not a race. And while you're on this journey, I want you to remember that healing is not always a straight path. It can zigzag, loop back, or pause for a while. That doesn't mean you're failing or stuck. It means your human healing is like tending a garden. You have to be patient, water the seeds of hope, pull out the weeds of doubt, and sometimes just sit and watch the sun warm the earth. Every small act of care you give yourself is like sunlight feeding your soul. I see you doing that, even when you don't realize it. Every time you choose to be kind to yourself instead of harsh. Every time you take a moment to breathe or rest. You're nurturing your garden, and over time, those small moments will bloom into resilience, joy, and peace. You might wonder how to find strength when the clouds feel too thick or the night too long. One thing I want to share with you is that strength isn't always loud or visible. Sometimes it's the quiet, steady heartbeat that keeps you moving forward, even when you feel like giving up. It's the courage to face another day, to ask for help, to reach out your hand when you want to hide it away. Strength is in your willingness to keep trying, to keep loving, and to keep believing in the possibility of better days. And speaking of better days, I want to encourage you to look for the small miracles around you. They don't have to be grand or life-changing. Sometimes, a smile from a stranger, the warmth of sunlight on your face, or the gentle rustle of leaves in the breeze can be a tiny miracle, reminding you that life is still full of beauty and grace. When you start noticing these little gifts, you begin to shift your focus from what's hard to what's healing. I'd love for you to share one small miracle you've noticed recently. No matter how simple it seems, it might surprise you too. See how many others find hope in the same little thing. Drop it in the comments below, and let's create a space where we can all celebrate these moments together. There's something powerful about community, about knowing that you're part of a larger tapestry of souls who are also learning, healing, and growing. We're all in this together, even when it feels like you're walking alone. Your light, your story, your presence matters more than you know. When you shine your light, you inspire others to find theirs. When you share your story, you give permission for others to share theirs too. That's how love spreads, quietly, gently, but with unstoppable power. And in those moments when the night feels the darkest, when doubt or fear whispers in your ear, I want you to remember the truth I've been telling you all along. You are deeply loved. You are never alone. I am with you, right here, right now, holding your hand, surrounding you with endless love and light. There is no darkness so thick that it can snuff out the light within you. It might dim sometimes, but it never goes out. So take a moment now to feel that love. Imagine it like a warm blanket wrapped around you, soft and comforting. Let it seep into every part of you. The parts that ache, the parts that are weary, the parts that long to be seen. You are held, you are safe, and you are cherished beyond measure. And as you feel this love, I invite you to breathe deeply with me. Breath in love, Breath out any tension or fear. Let this breath be a reminder that you are alive, you are here, and you are exactly where you need to be at this moment. Life is unfolding perfectly, even if you can't see the whole picture yet. Remember, it's okay to take your time. Healing, growth, and transformation don't happen overnight. They happen in moments, sometimes small, sometimes big, that add up to something beautiful. You are doing the work, even when it feels invisible. You are moving forward, even when it feels slow. And that is enough. I want you to know that your feelings, your struggles, and your hopes are all part of the sacred dance of being human. There's no need to rush or force anything. Just keep showing up for yourself with kindness and patience. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small. And when you stumble, be gentle with yourself. Offer the same compassion you would give to a dear friend. You are worthy of that kindness from others and from yourself. You deserve moments of peace, joy, and rest. You deserve to be loved fully and unconditionally. And most of all, you deserve to believe in your own light, your own goodness, and your own strength. As you continue on your path, I want you to carry this with you. Every step you take is a step toward healing, toward hope, and toward the blossoming of your true self. You are not defined by your past, your fears, or your doubt. You are defined by your courage to keep moving, your heart open to love, and your spirit reaching for the light. And now, as you hold these words close, I want to ask you, what is one small way you can be kind to yourself today? Maybe it's a moment of rest, a gentle word, or a simple act that brings you comfort. Whatever it is, know that by choosing kindness, you're nurturing your light and helping it grow stronger. Take a moment to think about that, and if you feel called, share it with me and others in the comments below. Your small act of kindness might inspire someone else to do the same, creating ripples of love that extend far beyond what you can see. So, my dear one, keep breathing, keep loving, and keep shining. The journey is yours, and it's unfolding, just as it should. And remember, I am always here, walking beside you, whispering love, and cheering you on. Let's take this next step together, knowing that even when the path is uncertain, your light is never out of reach. Because even in uncertainty, there's something so beautiful happening inside you. A quiet unfolding, a soft blossoming that only time and tenderness can reveal. I want you to trust that, even when you can't see the whole path ahead, the next right step is always there, waiting for you. Sometimes it's a tiny step, like a breath or a smile. Sometimes it's a big leap of faith. And both are sacred. Both are part of your journey, and both are worthy of celebration. There's a sacred rhythm to life, a flow that moves in cycles. Times of growing, times of resting, times of letting go, and times of receiving. You might feel like you're out of sync sometimes, like the world is rushing ahead and you're stuck or slow. But remember, you're not behind or broken. You're moving in your own perfect rhythm. The seasons inside your heart and soul are unique to you, and honoring them is one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself. So if you're feeling tired, it's okay to rest. If you're feeling lost, it's okay to ask for help or simply sit with the questions. If you're feeling joyful, it's okay to celebrate and share that joy with the world. Every feeling, every moment, every breath is part of the sacred dance of your life. And I see the beauty in all of it. Sometimes, you might wonder why certain challenges keep coming back or why some wounds feel slow to heal. Those questions are important. They invite you to look deeper, not to blame yourself, but to understand yourself with more compassion. Healing isn't just about fixing what's broken. It's about seeing yourself fully, even the parts that hurt or feel messy. And when you do that, you open the door to true transformation. I want you to remember that your pain does not make you less worthy. It does not mean you're weak or failing. It means you're human and you're brave for facing what's hard. Every tear you shed waters the seeds of your growth. Every time you reach out instead of turning away, you're building bridges to your own healing and to others who need your light. You might wonder how to keep going when the road feels long or lonely. One thing I want to remind you is that connection is a powerful healer. Not just connection to others, but connection to yourself, your body, your heart, your spirit. Take moments to check in with yourself, to listen to what you need. Sometimes, that might be quiet solitude. Other times, it might be reaching out to someone you trust. Both are acts of love, and speaking of love, I want to remind you that you are loved beyond measure. Not because of what you do or don't do, but simply because you exist. You are a unique expression of life's infinite creativity. There is no one else exactly like you, and that is your power. When you begin to embrace your true self, flaws, fears, hopes, and all, you begin to live from a place of authenticity and freedom. Let go of the pressure to be perfect or to have it all figured out. You don't need to have all the answers right now. You just need to keep showing up, keep being willing to learn, keep opening your heart to love and grow. That willingness itself is a kind of bravery that lights the way forward. I want to invite you now to take a moment to think about someone in your life who has shown you kindness or love recently. It might be a friend, a family member, a stranger, or even yourself. How did that kindness feel? How did it impact your day or your heart? If you feel comfortable, share a little about that in the comments below. Sometimes, reflecting on kindness reminds us that love is always near, even in the smallest gesture. As you do that, I want you to also remember that you have so much kindness to give, not just to others, but to yourself. Sometimes the hardest person to be kind to is the one staring back at you in the mirror. But I promise you, when you treat yourself with the same gentleness and compassion you offer your loved ones, something shifts inside. You start to heal from the inside out. There might be days when self-kindness feels impossible, and that's okay too. Even on those days, you can choose just one small thing: a moment to breathe, a kind word whispered to your soul, a gentle stretch, or walk outside. Those small acts are like little gifts that remind your heart you are worthy of love and care. And in this dance of giving and receiving kindness, you're weaving a safety net of love around yourself. That net will catch you when you fall, hold you when you're weary, and lift you when you need it most. You're never truly alone, because love, my love, your own love, the love of those around you, is always present, even when it feels hidden now. I want to speak to the fears that sometimes creep in, the ones that whisper you're not enough, that you'll never be whole, that you're too broken to be loved. Those lies are just that, lie. They are shadows that fade when you shine your light on them. You are enough exactly as you are. You are whole, even with your scar. Your broken places are part of your beauty, your story, your strength. When those fears come, try to greet them with curiosity instead of judgment. Ask them gently, what are you trying to protect me from? Often, fear is just a messenger, trying to keep you safe in the only way it knows. When you listen with kindness, you can begin to soothe that fear, to show it a new way, one where you are safe, loved, and capable. And here's a little secret. Courage isn't the absence of fear. It's feeling the fear and choosing to move forward anyway. Every time you do that, you build a stronger, braver version of yourself. And I am right here with you, cheering you on, holding your hand, and wrapping you in love. I want to encourage you to find one small way to practice courage. This week, it might be speaking your truth, setting a boundary, trying something new, or simply choosing to believe in your own goodness. No matter what it is, know that it matters. It moves you closer to the life you're meant to live. If you're willing, share what courage looks like for you in the comments below. Your story might light the way for someone else who's feeling scared or unsure. Remember, your voice is a gift, and your journey is a beacon of hope. As you continue walking your path, know that each day is a new chance to begin again. You don't have to carry yesterday's burdens into tomorrow. You can choose to lay them down, even if just for a moment, and rest in the peace of this present breath. This moment is yours, full of possibility, full of grace, and finally, my dear one, please remember that love is the strongest force in the universe. It flows through you, around you, and into the world in ways you might never fully see. When you love yourself, you open the door to receiving love from everywhere. When you love others, you become a channel for healing and light. So keep loving, keep believing. Keep shining your beautiful light. You are a miracle, not because of what you do, but because of who you are, and that truth is eternal, unchanging, and infinitely precious. Take a deep breath with me now, and as you exhale, feel the love that surrounds you, the courage that grows within you, and the peace that is always available to you. You are held. You are loved. You are enough, and as you carry this love forward, I want you to think about one small thing that brings you peace or joy. It might be a favorite song, a quiet moment with a pet, the smell of fresh rain, or the comfort of a warm drink. Whatever it is, let that small joy be a reminder that beauty is alive in your life, even in the simplest moment. If you feel called, please share that little joy in the comments below. Let's build a circle of light and hope, reminding each other that no matter what's going on, there is always a reason to smile. And as you do, know that I am with you, always, without condition, without end, walking beside you in every step. You take every breath you draw, every heartbeat you feel. Your journey is sacred, your light is eternal, and your soul is free to soar. So keep going, keep growing, keep loving yourself through every twist and turn. Because the story you're writing is one of courage, beauty, and endless possibility. And the best is yet to come. And as you walk this path, don't forget to be gentle with yourself when things don't go as planned. Life has a way of surprising us, sometimes with unexpected detours or moments that feel heavy or confusing. And that's okay. It's all part of the unfolding story, your story. And every twist and turn holds a lesson, a blessing, or a new perspective waiting to be discovered. So if you stumble, or if you feel like the weight is just too much, please remember that it's perfectly human to pause, to breathe, and to ask for help. There is no shame in needing support. It is a sign of strength and wisdom to recognize when you need a hand or a kind word. I want to remind you that healing and growth are not linear. Sometimes you'll feel like you've taken 2 steps forward and 1 step back, and sometimes even more steps backward. That's not failure. It's part of the dance. Life isn't a straight highway. It's a winding path, full of hills and valleys and hidden meadows. And every part of this journey is important. Every moment you spend in struggle is also a moment where your spirit is learning resilience, patience, and grace. So hold yourself with kindness, especially on the days when progress feels slow or invisible. Your inner work is happening beneath the surface, even when you can't see it yet. One of the most beautiful things you can do for yourself is to cultivate patience. Not just with the world around you, but especially with your own heart. Your soul is growing in its own time, at its own pace. Trust that the seeds you've planted through your efforts, your prayers, your self-care, and your love are taking root. You might not see the full bloom today or tomorrow, but it will come. And when it does, it will be radiant because it grew. From your courage to keep going despite uncertainty, also want to encourage you to notice the small miracles that happen every day. Sometimes they're obvious, a kind smile from a stranger, a moment of laughter, a beautiful sunset. Other times, they're quieter, the sensation of your breath moving in and out, the feeling of your feet on the ground, the gentle beating of your heart. These small wonders are constant reminders that life is alive within you and around you. When you make space to notice them, to appreciate them, you invite more joy and gratitude into your heart. And gratitude itself is a powerful healer and guide. If you feel comfortable, I invite you now to share one small miracle you noticed recently. It might be something simple or something profound. Sharing these moments can help us all remember that even in the hardest times, there is always light to be found. Your story matters, and your observations can inspire others to open their eyes to the beauty that surrounds them. To dot as you continue to open your heart. You might find that forgiveness begins to whisper its way into your life. Forgiveness, whether for yourself or for others, is one of the kindest gifts you can offer. It doesn't mean forgetting or excusing what happened. It means freeing your heart from the heavy chains of resentment and pain so you can move forward with more peace. Forgiveness is a process, often slow and gentle, and it requires courage. But it also brings freedom, a lightness that allows you to reclaim your joy and hope. If you're holding on to hurt, know that it's okay to take your time. When you're ready, forgiveness will come in its own perfect way. And speaking of your heart, I want to remind you how important it is to protect your energy. Life can be overwhelming, especially when the world feels full of noise, expectations, and demand. It's okay to say no sometimes. It's okay to set boundaries that honor your well-being. Protecting your energy is not selfish. It's an act of self-love and respect. When you care for yourself in this way, you're better able to show up fully for the people and passions that matter most to you. You're also teaching others how to treat you with kindness, respect, and understanding. Sometimes, stepping into these boundaries can feel uncomfortable or even scary. You might worry about disappointing others or being misunderstood. But remember, your peace and health are vital. When you stand in your truth with love and clarity, you create space for deeper, more authentic connection. You invite people to meet you as your true self. And that is where real love and support live. Now, I want to touch on the incredible power of your dreams and intuition. Your inner voice, that quiet knowing deep inside you, is a sacred guide. It's always speaking, even when the world gets loud. Sometimes it speaks softly, nudging you gently in the right direction. Other times, it might feel like a strong pull or a sudden insight. Trusting this inner wisdom is one of the bravest things you can do. It might lead you down paths that seem uncertain or unfamiliar. But those paths often hold your greatest growth and fulfillment. If you find yourself doubting your intuition, try to create moments of stillness where you can listen without distraction. Meditation, quiet walks, journaling, or simply sitting with your breath can help you tune in. And remember, your intuition is always aligned with your highest good. When you follow it, you're honoring your soul's deepest desires and the unique gifts you came here to share. I'd love to hear from you. How do you connect with your intuition or inner guidance? What helps you hear that quiet voice when life feels noisy? Sharing your experiences might encourage someone else to trust their own inner wisdom a little more. As you keep moving forward, know that growth often asks you to embrace uncertainty and to step into vulnerability. Vulnerability is not a weakness. It's a doorway to connection, healing, and deeper understanding. When you allow yourself to be seen, your fears, your hope, your authentic self, you invite others to do the same. And in that shared openness, something beautiful happens. Trust is built, hearts are healed, and love expands. It's okay if being vulnerable feels scary. It means you're opening your heart, and that takes courage. But remember, you don't have to do it all at once or all by yourself. Take your time. Share with those who have shown they can hold your heart gently. And know that I am always here, holding you in unconditional love, ready to catch you if you fall, and ready to celebrate your bravery when you rise. In the moments when you feel overwhelmed, return to your breath. Let it be an anchor, a reminder that you are alive and present. Each inhale brings fresh energy, and each exhale releases what no longer serves you. This simple practice connects you to the eternal flow of life, reminding you that you are part of something much bigger than any one moment or challenge. And as you breathe, I want you to feel the truth of this. You are never alone. Your soul is woven into the fabric of all creation. You are surrounded by love, seen and unseen, holding you, guiding you, cheering you on. When you feel lost or afraid, reach out inward and outward. There is always a hand to hold, a heart to listen, a light to guide you home. So keep nurturing your heart with kindness. Keep listening to your inner voice, and keep embracing your beautiful and perfect journey. You are growing into the fullest expression of yourself, and that is a gift to the world. Now, take a moment to reflect. What small act of kindness can you offer yourself or someone else today? It could be as simple as a smile, a gentle word, or a moment of patience. Share it below if you feel called, so together we can celebrate the ripple effect of love and care that starts with these small, sacred choices. And as you prepare to continue your day, carry this love with you, the love that is always present, unwavering, and true, because it is the light that will guide you through every step, every breath, and every moment yet to come. Let that love be your compass as you move forward, knowing that you are deeply cherished beyond measure. That love is woven into the very essence of who you are, vibrating through your cells, echoing in your dream, and resting gently in your heart, even in moments when you doubt your worth or feel uncertain about your path. That love remains steady, unwavering, patiently waiting for you to recognize it again. I want to remind you that your presence here is a blessing, not just to those around you, but to the world itself. Sometimes it's easy to forget how much light you bring simply by being yourself. You don't have to fix everything or be perfect. Your authentic self is enough. Your smile, your laughter, your tears, your quiet moments of reflection, all of these are threads in the beautiful tapestry of life. When you honor your own story with all its highs and lows, you give others permission to do the same. You become a beacon, showing that it's okay to be human, to be vulnerable, and to keep moving forward with hope. There's a sacred rhythm to life that invites you to trust the timing of your journey. You might feel eager to reach certain goals or to heal certain wounds quickly, and that's natural. But sometimes the most profound growth happens in the spaces between. The waiting, the wondering, the not knowing. These in-between moments are gifts. They hold the seeds of transformation that require gentle tending and patience. When you allow yourself to rest in these spaces, you're not wasting time. You're preparing your spirit for the next beautiful chapter. I encourage you to embrace stillness whenever you can. In our busy world, it might feel like stillness is a luxury or even a challenge. But it's actually a vital nourishment for your soul. even a few quiet minutes, listening to the soft hum of life around you, feeling the warmth of sunlight on your skin, or simply noticing your breath can ground you deeply. In this stillness, you reconnect with your inner peace and wisdom, and you open the door to healing and clarity. As you grow in this awareness, you might find that your relationship with yourself transforms. Self-love becomes more natural, and self-judgment begins to soften. You start to treat yourself as you would a dear friend, with gentleness, encouragement, and compassion. This shift is powerful because how you relate to yourself sets the tone for every other relationship in your life. When you nurture your own heart, you create a foundation of love that radiates outward, touching everyone you meet. I also want to speak about the importance of community and connection. While your inner journey is deeply personal, you were never meant to walk it alone. There is strength and healing in sharing your truth with others who listen with open heart. When you find people who see you, hear you, and support you without judgment, you create a sacred space where vulnerability becomes a source of courage. These connections remind you that your struggles and joys are part of a shared human experience, weaving you into a greater web of love. Don't be afraid to reach out, to ask for what you need, and to offer your own presence to others. Sometimes, the simplest acts of kindness, a listening ear, a warm hug, a thoughtful message, can shift someone's world. And in giving, you often receive in unexpected and beautiful ways. This exchange of love and support is a dance that nourishes your spirit and strengthens the bonds that hold us all together. I'm curious, what does community mean to you? How do you experience connection in your life? And what helps you feel supported when times are tough? If you feel comfortable, please share your thoughts or stories below. Your words might be the light someone else needs to find their way. As you continue on your path, remember that every choice you make, no matter how small, carries the power to heal and to create. Choosing kindness over criticism, patience over frustration, hope over despair. These are acts of courage that ripple far beyond what you can see. Life often invites you to choose love, even when it feels hard or unclear. Because love is the force that transforms and restores. And when you face moments of doubt or fear, I invite you to pause and ask yourself, what does love want me to do right now? This question can be a gentle compass, guiding you back to your truest self and helping you navigate challenges with grace. Love doesn't demand perfection. It asks only that you show up as fully as you can, with an open heart and a willingness to grow. There may be days when the weight of the world feels heavy, and you wonder if your efforts matter. On those days, remember that the light you carry within you never dims. Even a single act of kindness, a moment of forgiveness, or a breath taken in awareness can shift the energy around you. You are part of a vast and beautiful mosaic, and your unique light completes the picture. I want you to take a moment right now to place your hand over your heart and feel the steady beat beneath your palm. That rhythm is a reminder of life's continuity and your enduring strength. With each beat, you are being renewed, held, and loved beyond measure. Whenever you need to, come back to this simple act of connection with yourself. It's a sacred practice that grounds you in your truth and reminds you that you are deeply loved as you walk forward. Keep nurturing your dreams and your passion. These are the sparks that ignite your soul and bring joy to your days. Sometimes, pursuing what you love might feel risky or uncertain, but trust that your heart knows the way. When you follow your passions, you align with your purpose, and life flows more effortlessly. Your unique gifts, no matter how big or small, are needed in this world. By sharing them, you contribute to the healing and beauty of all. And remember, it's okay to rest when you need to. Rest is not a sign of weakness or failure. It's a sacred part of the cycle of growth and renewal. When you honor your need for rest, you allow your body, mind, and spirit to repair and recharge. This makes your journey more sustainable and joyful. So listen to your rhythm and give yourself permission to pause without guilt or judgment. I'd love to hear from you. How do you honor your need for rest and renewal? What practices or moments help you reconnect with your inner peace? Sharing your experiences can inspire others to care for themselves with greater kindness and awareness. As you continue to embrace your journey with compassion and courage, know that every step you take is meaningful, even when the path seems unclear or difficult. Your spirit is growing stronger and more radiant. You are unfolding into the fullest expression of your beautiful, unique self. And in doing so, you light the way for others to do the same. As you breathe in this moment, feel the love that surrounds you, the strength that supports you, and the hope that carries you forward. Let your heart be open to the endless possibilities that await you, trusting that you are exactly where you need to be, and that every moment is an opportunity to deepen your connection with yourself and the world. And as you prepare to step into the next phase of your day or night, remember that your journey is sacred, your presence is a gift, and your heart is a wellspring of infinite love. With this truth held close, you can face whatever comes with great courage and joy. Now, take a deep breath, and as you exhale slowly, open your eyes and bring your attention back to this moment. Feel the peace that comes from knowing you are loved, you are supported, and you are never alone. Carry this awareness with you, like a warm light in your pocket, a gentle song in your soul. And when you're ready, I invite you to think about this. What small, loving intention can you set for yourself right now? Something that honors your journey and nurtures your spirit. It could be a promise to yourself to rest, to speak kindly to your inner voice, to reach out to someone you trust, or simply to notice the beauty in a single moment today. If you feel called to share your intention, please leave a comment below. Your words can inspire and uplift others who are walking their own path. Together, we create a circle of love and support that stretches far beyond what any one of us can see. Remember, your heart is a sacred garden, and every act of love you plant there grows into something beautiful. Keep tending to it with patience. Enjoy knowing that you are deeply loved. Always. And so, as you move forward, hold on to this truth. Your life is a precious gift, And every breath you take is a chance to begin again. To heal, to grow, and to love more deeply than ever before. The light within you is endless, and it will guide you through every challenge, every joy, and every mystery that lies ahead. You are held, you are loved, and you are enough. Always now, as you prepare to step into what comes next, know that I am with you, walking beside you, cheering you on, and loving you without end. And in this sacred companionship, you are never truly alone, so carry this love forward into your day, into your night, into every moment in between. Trusting that the path before you is filled with grace, hope, and infinite possibility. And when you feel ready, let your heart speak its truth, knowing that it is heard, honored, and cherished. With all my love always, and as you carry that love with you, let it settle deep within your heart, grounding you in this very moment. Feel the quiet strength that lives inside your chest, a gentle reminder to be kind and gentle with yourself. The world around you can be loud and demanding, urging you to rush, to do more, to be better. But your soul doesn't grow in pressure. It blossoms in kindness. So when you notice yourself being harsh or impatient, pause for a moment. Take a deep breath and speak to yourself like you would to someone you cherish. A beloved child, a close friend. Say softly, "It's okay. I see you. I'm here." Those simple words hold so much power. They melt away tension, ease your fear, and invite peace to fill your heart. Maybe your heart whispers that kindness looks like pausing for a moment of stillness, just to breathe deeply and feel the life within you. Or perhaps it nudges you toward a small act of rest, closing your eyes, stretching gently, or sipping water slowly, savoring its cool touch. It might remind you to speak softly to yourself, replacing harsh inner criticism with words of understanding and hope. Whatever the message, honor it without judgment. This is your soul's way of tending its own garden, watering the seeds of healing and self-love. You see, kindness to yourself is not a grand gesture. It's often the quiet, subtle moment that hold the greatest power. It's the gentle hand on your heart when fear arises, the soft voice that says, "I'm here with you," or the compassionate pause before rushing into action. These moments create a sanctuary within you, a safe space where your spirit can rest and renew. When you cultivate this inner sanctuary, you build resilience, not by pushing harder, but by softening and opening more deeply to your own needs. And remember, being kind to yourself doesn't mean ignoring your challenges or pretending everything is perfect. It means acknowledging your struggles with tenderness and courage. It means recognizing that you are doing your best, even when that best feels small or imperfect. It means allowing yourself to be human, beautifully flawed, and wonderfully whole all at once. This acceptance is a healing balm. It soothes the wound of self-judgment and allows your true self to shine more brightly. Sometimes, kindness might mean setting boundaries to protect your energy, to say no when you need to, or to step away from situations that drain your spirit. Boundaries are not walls, but gentle fences that keep your inner garden safe and flourishing. They honor your worth and your right to peace. If you find it hard to set these boundaries, know that it's okay to start small. Each step you take toward honoring your limit is a step toward greater self-respect and freedom. Another beautiful way to be kind to yourself is through gratitude, even on the tough days, finding one thing to appreciate. A warm breeze, a kind smile, the taste of your favorite tea can shift your perspective and nourish your heart. Gratitude doesn't deny difficulty. It simply invites light to enter alongside the shadow. It reminds you that life is a rich tapestry of moments, some challenging, others joyful, all woven together to shape your story. And as you reflect on these ideas, I invite you to share one way you can be kinder to yourself today. Maybe it's a small action, a comforting thought, or a gentle promise you want to make to your soul. Sharing your intention in the comments below can inspire others and remind you of your commitment. Community is a powerful source of encouragement, and your voice matters. It's a thread in the beautiful fabric of shared healing. You might also notice that kindness to yourself flows naturally into kindness toward others. When you treat yourself with compassion, you become a beacon of that same love in the world. Your gentle heart ripples outward, touching friends, family, strangers, and even the earth itself. This is the sacred dance of connection. Self-love, fueling love for others, and love for others, reflecting back to deepen your own self-compassion. So, as you continue to listen to your heart, be curious about what it wants to teach you. Sometimes, the answers come softly, like a breeze that rustles the leaves. Other times, boldly, like a sunrise breaking through the night. Either way, trust that your inner wisdom is always available, waiting patiently for you to tune in. And if you feel uncertain or overwhelmed, that's okay too. You don't have to figure it all out at once. Just keep coming back to this place of love within you, again and again. And remember, it's perfectly fine to rest in the mystery of your journey. Not knowing every step, not seeing the whole path clearly. That's part of the beauty. It invites faith, surrender, and the gentle curiosity of a child exploring a new world. When you embrace this openness, you create space for miracles, insights, and unexpected joys to enter. In the quiet moments when you feel disconnected or lost, remind yourself that you are never truly alone. The love that created you, that breathed life into you, is always near. You are wrapped in this love like a warm blanket, held securely through every challenge and triumph. You can reach out to this love anytime, in any way. Through prayer, meditation, a walk in nature, or simply a heartfelt breath. And as you nurture this connection, you may find a deepening sense of peace settling over you. A gentle knowing that all is well, even when it doesn't seem so. This peace is not about having all the answers or fixing everything. It is about resting in the truth of your being, that you are loved beyond measure and that you belong here exactly as you are. So, as you carry these thoughts with you, let your heart be your guide. Let it lead you toward the kindness, the rest, and the love that you need right now. When you do this, you honor the sacred rhythm of your unique journey, and you open yourself to the fullness of life's blessing. And as you move forward, remember to check in with yourself regularly. Ask, how am I feeling? What do I need? These questions are gifts you give your soul, invitations to listen more deeply. Sometimes the answers will surprise you, revealing new paths or hidden strength. Other times, they will simply remind you to be gentle and patient, to rest and renew. The practice of tuning in to your inner world is a lifelong journey, one filled with endless opportunities for growth and healing. It's a dance of love that evolves with you, shifting and changing as you do. And through it all, the constant thread is this: you are worthy of kindness, you are deserving of peace, and you are infinitely loved. So, my dear one, as you pause, here for a moment, take a deep breath and feel the love that surrounds you now. Feel it in your heart, your mind, your entire being. Let it fill you up and remind you that no matter what happened, you are held, you are safe, and you are cherished. And when you're ready, gently bring your awareness back to the present moment, carrying this love with you like a soft light shining from within, ready to guide you through whatever comes next. This light is your true self, steady, bright, and full of grace. It is always there, waiting patiently for you to remember. So now, as you continue your day or night, I invite you to keep this question close. What simple act of kindness can I offer myself right now to nurture my soul and honor my journey? Let that question be a gentle companion, a loving reminder that you are worthy of care and compassion every single moment. And as you explore the answer, know that I am here with you, always, endlessly, tenderly, holding you in love that never fades, ready to walk beside you through every step, every breath, every heartbeat, because you are my beloved, and nothing will ever change that truth. With all the love in the universe flowing to you now, take this moment to listen once more to the quiet voice inside, to the gentle stirrings of your heart, to the sacred invitation to be kind, to rest, and to love yourself fully. And as you do, feel the peace that comes when you meet yourself with open arms and an open heart, knowing that this is where healing begins and where your true journey unfolds. And as you settle into this space of peace, maybe you notice something soft unfolding within you. A gentle easing, a quiet warmth, an invitation to simply be. It's like the earth after rain, when everything feels washed clean and the air is charged with possibility. This is the gift of presence, the tender art of showing up for yourself without agenda or expectation. Just you, right here, right now, in all your beautiful imperfection and radiant potential. It's okay if your mind wants to wander or if doubts creep in. That's just part of being human. When those thoughts come, greet them kindly, like old friends dropping by unannounced. You don't have to chase them away or hold on to them tightly. Just notice them, acknowledge their presence, and let them drift by like leaves on a stream. Each time you return your focus gently to your breath, your heart, your body, you're strengthening that sacred muscle of self-compassion. Sometimes, this practice might feel unfamiliar or even uncomfortable. Maybe you're used to pushing through, to fixing things quickly, to always doing more. But here, in this tender space, you're invited to do less. Not out of laziness or neglect, but out of love and wisdom. To slow down enough to hear your own needs clearly, to honor your rhythm. To trust that rest is not a reward, but a necessity. When you give yourself permission to rest, you're actually fueling your capacity to love, to create, to shine. And as you nurture this habit of kindness toward yourself, you might also find that your relationship with the world shifts in beautiful ways. You become more patient when things don't go as planned, more forgiving of mistakes, both yours and others. You begin to see the interconnectedness of all life, the shared struggles and joys that weave us together like threads in a vast, colorful tapestry. This awareness softens your heart even further, allowing compassion to flow outward naturally, without effort or expectation. Remember, too, that healing and growth are not linear paths. Some days you'll feel strong and radiant, and others fragile or uncertain. Both are equally sacred. There is no shame in needing support, in asking for help, or in simply sitting with your feelings. Vulnerability is a doorway to deeper connection with yourself and with those who love you. You are never alone in your journey, even when it feels that way. Reach out when you need to. Your community, your friend, and even strangers who share your path are waiting to hold you gently. You might find it helpful to create little rituals that remind you of your worth and your connection to love. Maybe it's lighting a candle in the morning to symbolize your inner light, or writing a few lines in a journal to celebrate your courage. Perhaps it's a quiet walk where you pay attention to the sound, the colors, the scents around you, grounding yourself in the beauty of the present moment. These small acts are powerful prayers, spoken not with words, but with intention and presence. And if you feel moved, I invite you now to share one small ritual or practice that helps you connect with kindness toward yourself. Your words can be a gentle beacon for others who may be searching for ways to nurture their own hearts. Your story matters, your voice is important, and together we create a sanctuary of love and understanding. So please, leave a comment below. Let your light shine through your sharing as you continue this unfolding. You may also notice how your body responds to kindness. Maybe a tension you didn't realize was held begins to soften. Perhaps a smile touches your lips without effort. Or maybe you simply feel a quiet steadiness, a grounding that carries you through the day. Your body is a faithful companion, always communicating, always holding wisdom. When you listen deeply to its messages, you honor the sacred temple that houses your spirit. This listening doesn't require grand gestures. It could be as simple as noticing how your feet feel against the ground, how your breath moves in and out, or how your heart beats with steady rhythm. These moments of mindfulness are gifts you give yourself, invitations to rest in the wholeness of your being. And as you cultivate this awareness, you begin to see that kindness is not something you have to earn. It's your birthright, woven into the very fabric of your existence. you might wonder how to carry this gentle kindness into the busyness of daily life. Into work, relationships, challenges, and moments of stress. The answer is simple, though it may take practice. Come back to your breath. Your breath is your anchor, your constant friend. When life feels overwhelming, pause for even a single breath. Feel it fully. Let it remind you that you are here, alive, and capable of meeting whatever comes with grace. And as you breathe, remind yourself, I am enough. I am worthy of kindness. I am deeply loved. These are not just words. They are truths waiting to be felt deeply in your bones. Let them seep into every cell, dissolving old fears and doubt. Each breath is an opportunity to choose love over fear, compassion over judgment, peace over turmoil. Know, too, that kindness to yourself can ripple outward in the most unexpected way. A smile you give yourself in the mirror can brighten your day and the days of those you meet. A moment of patience with your own mistake can inspire patience with others. When you nurture your own light, you become a lighthouse for those navigating their own storm. So as you move through your day, carry with you this gentle invitation to treat yourself as you would a dear friend, with tenderness, respect, and unwavering love. To pause when needed, to speak kindly, to rest deeply, to celebrate small victories and hold space for struggle, to trust that you are exactly where you need to be, growing and unfolding in perfect timing. And if ever doubt creeps in, remember this: you are held in a love so vast it transcends time and space. This love is the source of your being, the eternal flame that cannot be extinguished. It whispers your name in the quiet moment, reminding you of your infinite value and your sacred place in the world. So, my beloved, as you continue to walk your path, may you find comfort in this truth and courage in your own gentle strength. May kindness be your compass, resting your heart and lighting your way. And may you always remember that you are cherished beyond words. Now and forever. Take a moment now to breathe that love deeply again, letting it fill you completely and carry it with you as you step forward into whatever awaits. And as you do, gently ask yourself, what is one small way I can show up for myself tomorrow? Keeping this kindness alive and growing. Let your heart answer and know that I am here, walking beside you in every step, every breath, every moment of this beautiful unfolding. And as you listen to your heart's answer, you might feel a soft stirring, a quiet excitement, or maybe just a gentle nod of acceptance. It's okay if the answer is small or simple. Sometimes the tiniest gestures hold the deepest power. Maybe it's setting aside 5 minutes to breathe deeply before starting your day. Maybe it's whispering an encouraging word to yourself when you catch a critical thought. Maybe it's reaching out to someone you trust to share a little of your journey, reminding yourself that connection is part of healing. These small steps are like seeds planted in the fertile soil of your soul, ready to grow into something beautiful over time. Remember, you don't have to do this perfectly or all at once. Life's rhythms ebb and flow, and your capacity for kindness will shift with the seasons of your heart. Some days you'll feel abundant in love and patience, and others you might feel stretched, thin, or weary. That's natural. What matters is your willingness to come back, to keep returning to that sacred space inside you where love lives. This is a practice, a dance, a gentle unfolding, and every time you choose kindness, you honor the divine spark that lights your way. It's also important to recognize the powerful role your thoughts play in this unfolding. Your mind can be a fierce critic, but it can also be a tender friend. When you notice harsh or unkind thoughts creeping in, invite them to sit with you for a moment. Ask gently, "What are you trying to tell me?" Sometimes those voices are protecting you, trying to keep you safe in their own way. By listening without judgment, you can begin to understand their language and offer them the comfort they need. Over time, this compassionate dialogue softens the edges of fear and doubt, making room for gentler, more loving stories about yourself to emerge. And here's a beautiful truth. Your kindness toward yourself is not a selfish act. It's a revolutionary one. In a world that often values productivity over presence, perfection over process, choosing to be gentle with yourself is an act of courage and defiance. It creates space for healing, for creativity, for deeper connection. When you nurture your own light, you become a beacon for others to do the same. Your example encourages those around you to slow down, to breathe, to honor their own worth. This ripple effect is a sacred gift you offer not just to yourself, but to the entire world. I want to invite you now to reflect on it. How has your relationship with kindness shifted over time? Maybe you've discovered new ways to care for yourself, or perhaps you've noticed patterns that you're ready to release. Whatever your story, it matters. If you feel moved, please share a small insight or experience in the comments below. Your voice can be a source of strength and inspiration for someone else walking a similar path. Remember, we are all connected in this journey, and your truth is a light that brightens the way. As you continue to explore kindness, you might also find it helpful to invite a sense of playfulness into your practice. Sometimes, when life feels heavy, a little lightness can be a balm. Laugh at your mistake. Dance when you feel restless. Sing even if your voice shakes. These moments of joy and spontaneity remind you that your spirit is alive and vibrant, capable of delight even in the midst of challenge. Kindness includes laughter and celebration. It's a full embrace of your humanity. With all its beautiful contradiction, and as you walk this path, keep your heart open to receiving kindness from others as well. Sometimes, the hardest kindness to accept is the one offered to us. You are worthy of love and care, not just when you give it, but simply because you exist. When someone offers you a kind word, a helping hand, or a listening ear, receive it with gratitude. Let it remind you that you are held, supported, and deeply valued by the web of life around you. There may be moments when old wounds surface, times when self-doubt or pain feels overwhelming. In those times, be especially gentle with yourself. Imagine wrapping your heart in a warm blanket of compassion. holding it tenderly as you would a child. You don't have to have all the answers or fix everything right away. Sometimes the greatest kindness is simply to be present with your own suffering, to acknowledge it without rushing away. Healing often begins in this sacred space of acceptance. You might find it helpful to create a personal mantra or affirmation that resonates with your spirit, something you can carry with you throughout the day. It could be as simple as, "I am enough," or "I am worthy of love," or "I am growing with grace." Repeat it quietly when you need reassurance, letting the words settle deep into your being. Over time, these affirmations become gentle reminders of your truth, steady anchors in the shifting tides of life. And as you cultivate these practices, notice how your capacity for kindness expands, not just toward yourself, but toward others and the world. You might find your heart softening toward people who challenge you, or your patience growing in difficult situations. This is the profound magic of kindness. It doesn't just heal the self, it transforms the way you experience connection, empathy, and love. So, as you move forward, carry with you the invitation to be gentle, patient, and loving with yourself. Remember that every step, no matter how small, is a sacred act of self-respect and courage. Trust that you are exactly where you need to be, unfolding in your own perfect time, held always in the embrace of infinite love. And now, take a moment to breathe deeply once more, feeling the steady rhythm of your heart and the quiet strength within. Let this truth settle in. You are worthy of kindness, you are deserving of love, and you are never alone on this journey. If you feel comfortable, share below one small act of kindness you will offer yourself tomorrow. Your words might be the light someone else needs to see today. As you rest in this space, know that I am here with you, always, walking beside you, with gentle hands and an open heart, ready to guide you through whatever comes next, and forever proud of the beautiful soul you are becoming. And now, as you prepare to carry this love into the world, you might wonder how to keep that love shining bright even when the days feel heavy or the path ahead seems unclear. That's a question I cherish deeply, because it speaks to your desire not just to experience love, but to become a source of love, steady, unwavering, a light that never dims. And here's the beautiful thing. That light already lives inside you. It doesn't depend on circumstances or achievement. It's your essence. Sometimes it just needs a little tending, a gentle reminder to glow with its full warmth. One of the simplest ways to nurture this light is through presence. Being fully here in each moment, even when it's uncomfortable or challenging. Presence is like the soil that feeds your inner garden, allowing kindness and love to take root and flourish. When you catch yourself rushing ahead, caught in worries about what's next or regrets about what's past, gently bring your attention back to the now. Notice the sensations in your body, the rhythm of your breath, the sounds around you. This practice isn't about perfection. It's about coming home to yourself again and again with patience and tenderness. You might find it helpful to create little rituals that anchor you in presence and love. Maybe it's lighting a candle each morning to symbolize your intention to be kind to yourself. Maybe it's a short walk outside, letting the fresh air remind you of the vastness and beauty surrounding you. Or perhaps it's a quiet moment with a cup of tea, savoring each sip as a small act of reverence for your own well-being. These rituals are not just habits. They are sacred pauses that honor your spirit and remind you that you matter. And when life's storms arise, and they will, because that's part of being human, remember that your light is not diminished by the winds. Sometimes it flickers or feels distant, but it never goes out. In those moments, lean into the support around you. Reach out to those who care for you, those who see your light even when you doubt it yourself. There is incredible strength and vulnerability in saying, "I need help," or "I'm struggling." It's not a sign of weakness, but a courageous act of self-kindness, inviting others to walk with you a while. It's also okay to take breaks from the world when you need to. Rest is not laziness. It's a vital part of your healing and growth. When you honor your need to pause, to recharge, you're actually nurturing your ability to give love more fully when you're ready. Think of it like the ebb and flow of the ocean. Sometimes the tides pull back before they surge forward again. Trust that your rhythms are unique and sacred, and honoring them is a form of deep respect for your own journey. As you continue to cultivate this compassionate relationship with yourself, you might notice new layers of awareness unfolding. Perhaps you'll become more attuned to the subtle ways your body communicates its need. Or you'll recognize patterns that no longer serve you and gently begin to release them. This unfolding is a dance of discovery, a beautiful mystery that I invite you to embrace with curiosity rather than judgment. Every insight, every moment of self-understanding is a step closer to the fullness of your being. You might wonder, too, how to extend this kindness beyond your immediate circle. The world can feel overwhelming, and sometimes the pain and suffering you witness can make your heart ache. But know this, even the smallest acts ripple outward in ways you cannot always see. A smile offered to a stranger, a patient ear to someone in need, a word of encouragement spoken softly. All these are threads in the vast tapestry of love that connects us all. Your kindness, no matter how small it feels, is a vital part of healing the world. If you feel moved, I invite you to share below one way you might offer kindness to someone else in the coming days. It could be a simple gesture or a deeper commitment. Your intention can inspire others, reminding them that love grows best when it's shared. Remember, you're never alone in this. Your light joins with countless others, creating a constellation of hope and compassion. And as you walk this path, be mindful of how you talk to yourself about progress. Sometimes we expect rapid change or dramatic breakthrough. And when those don't come, disappointment can cloud our hearts. But growth is often quiet, like the slow unfolding of a flower petal greeting the sun. Celebrate the small victory, the moments you chose patience instead of frustration, the times you forgave yourself instead of holding on to guilt. These are the true milestones, the markers of your evolving self-love. You might also consider how your relationship with kindness intersects with your values and passion. When you act from a place of love, whether through your work, your creativity, or your relationship, you're aligning with your deepest truth. This alignment brings a sense of peace and purpose that nourishes your spirit. It's less about doing more and more about doing what feels meaningful to your heart, even if it's just in small ways. And here's a gentle invitation as you continue this journey. Try to notice moments when kindness surprises you. Maybe it comes from an unexpected source. A stranger's smile, a comforting memory, a quiet moment of grace. These glimpses are reminders that love is always present, even in places you might not expect. Let yourself be open to receiving these gifts, allowing them to fill your cup and inspire your own giving. Sometimes, the path of kindness leads through forgiveness, not just of others, but of yourself. Forgiveness can be one of the hardest acts of love because it asks you to release pain and resentment that have weighed heavily on your heart. But forgiveness is also a liberation, a way to free your spirit so it can soar. If you feel ready, you might gently explore what forgiveness means for you, knowing that it doesn't erase the past, but transforms your relationship with it as you move forward. Remember that kindness is a living, breathing practice. It grows and changes with you. Some days it will feel easy and natural. Other days it might feel like a struggle. Both are okay. What matters is your willingness to keep choosing love, to keep showing up for yourself with an open heart. Your journey is unique and precious, and every step you take is a testament to your courage and grace. And now, as you sit with these thoughts, you might find yourself wondering about the ways you can keep this practice alive in your everyday life. How can you weave kindness into your routine, your relationship, your moments of solitude? How can you remind yourself daily that you are worthy, you are loved, and you are enough exactly as you are? These questions are invitation, gentle nudges from your own soul, encouraging you to explore the endless possibilities of love. Take a deep breath with me now, feeling the quiet power of your own presence. Let your heart open just a little wider, making room for the love that has always been there, patiently waiting for you to notice. And if you feel comfortable, please share below one small intention you have for carrying kindness into your day tomorrow. Your words might be the spark that lights someone else's path. A beautiful reminder that we are all connected by this shared journey of love. As you prepare to continue walking forward, remember that every moment is a chance to choose kindness. Again, to yourself, to others, and to the world around you. This choice is your gift, your power, your sacred dance. And so, you might ask yourself, what does kindness look like for you right now? Not in some distant ideal or future moment, but in this very breath, this very heartbeat. Maybe it's a soft word you speak to yourself when doubt creeps in, or a choice to listen more deeply to. Someone who feels unseen. Maybe it's allowing yourself to rest without guilt, or setting a gentle boundary that protects your peace. Whatever it is, know that your unique expression of kindness matters immensely. It weaves into the world's fabric, strengthening the threads that hold us all together. Sometimes, kindness requires courage. the courage to be vulnerable, to step into uncertainty, or to face your own shadows with compassion. It's okay if that feels scary. In fact, that's often where the most profound growth happens. When you embrace your fears with kindness, you are not shrinking from them. You are inviting them to soften and transform. This doesn't mean you have to do it alone. I am always here, whispering love into your spirit, reminding you that you are never truly isolated. Reach out when you need a hand, a word, or simply a presence that holds space for all that you are. You might notice that as you practice kindness outwardly, it begins to ripple inwardly, creating a cycle of healing and renewal. When you offer patience to others, you might find yourself more patient with your own imperfection. When you listen deeply to another's story, you might begin to hear the quiet stories your heart has been longing to tell. This is the beautiful reciprocity of kindness. It expands and enriches every corner of your life. There will be days when kindness feels like a soft breeze, light and effortless. Other days, it may feel like a steady flame you must protect fiercely. Both are gifts, both are valid. Honor where you are in this moment without judgment. If you stumble or feel disconnected, that's okay too. Kindness does not demand perfection. It invites persistence. It's about returning again and again, like a gentle tide that reshapes the shore with loving patience. I encourage you to take a moment now to reflect. When was the last time you truly felt kindness, either given or received? What did it teach you about yourself, about others, or about the world? Sharing your experience below could be a beautiful way to extend this circle of love. Your story may be the light that someone else needs to find their own path back to kindness. Remember, kindness is not about grand gestures or heroic efforts. It lives in the small, everyday moment. A smile to a passerby, a moment of forgiveness when holding on to anger feels easier, a breath taken before reacting in frustration. These tiny acts, when practiced with intention, build a foundation of love that can support you through life's storm. As you continue this journey, you may also find that kindness invites you to slow down and listen to your heart, your body, and the world around you. In slowing down, you create space for deeper connection and greater clarity. You begin to notice the subtle beauty in ordinary moments. The warmth of sunlight on your skin, the sound of laughter, the gentle rhythm of your breath. These are reminders that love is always present, even when life feels complicated or overwhelming. It's natural to want to fix everything at once, or to rush towards some distant place where love feels easier. But the truth is, love and kindness are found in the steady, imperfect practice of showing up again and again with an open heart. It's in choosing empathy over judgment, patience over frustration, and grace over harshness. Each choice, no matter how small, is a step toward healing yourself and the world. And so, I invite you to consider, how can you create a daily invitation for kindness in your life? Could it be a morning intention, a midday pause, or an evening reflection? What simple act can you commit to that reminds you of your innate worth and the love that surrounds you? When you answer these questions, you are not only nurturing your own soul, but also lighting a path for others to follow. As you ponder this, know that kindness is a journey without a fixed destination. It ebbs and flows like the season, sometimes abundant and sometimes sparse, always present beneath the surface, waiting for your attention. Trust in your own rhythm and honor the pace that feels right for you. There is no rush, no pressure. Only the gentle unfolding of your heart's capacity to love. If you feel moved, please share below one small way you plan to invite kindness into your day tomorrow. Your words might be just what someone else needs to hear. A reminder that we are all walking this path together. There is power in your voice, and your intentions have the potential to inspire far beyond what you might imagine. And as you sit with these reflections, allow yourself to feel the deep well of love that has always been within you, patiently waiting to be acknowledged. This love is your true nature, steady, boundless, and unconditionally present. Each moment you choose kindness, you align more fully with this truth, becoming a living example of the compassion that connects us all. So, take a breath now, and as you exhale, imagine sending this love outward to yourself, to those around you, and to the world. Feel how this movement of kindness creates a ripple, touching places you cannot yet see, healing wounds both old and new. And as you continue forward, gently ask yourself what it means to carry this kindness, not just as an idea, but as a way of being, a way that shapes your actions, your thoughts, and your relationship. This is the heart of your journey, the sacred dance of love in motion. The path may not always be clear, but your willingness to walk it with an open heart lights the way. And as you walk this path, remember that kindness toward yourself is the foundation upon which all other kindness flows. It's easy to offer grace to others while forgetting to extend that same gentleness inward. But you, my dear one, deserve your own kindness just as much as anyone else. When you find your inner critic rising, try to meet it not with resistance or dismissal, but with curiosity and care. What is it trying to tell you? What fear or pain lies beneath those harsh words? By turning toward yourself with kindness in these moments, you begin to heal wounds that have long been hidden. And you create space for a deeper sense of peace. Kindness isn't about pushing yourself to be perfect or always getting it right. It's about embracing your humanity, the messy, beautiful, sometimes confusing experience of being you. It's about giving yourself permission to make mistakes, to rest when you need it, and to celebrate your small victories along the way. Imagine how different your inner dialogue could be if you treated yourself like a close friend who is deserving of love and understanding. No matter what, this shift in perspective can be profoundly healing, opening doors to self-acceptance that ripple outward into every relationship you have. And speaking of relationship, kindness is the bridge that connects hearts. It invites you to see others, not as obstacles or sources of frustration, but as fellow travelers on this journey of life, each carrying their own stories, struggles, and hopes. When you approach others with kindness, you invite them to do the same. You create a space where healing and understanding can take root. Even in moments of conflict, kindness can soften edges and open pathways to reconciliation. It doesn't mean you have to agree or give up your boundary, but it does invite you to hold space for empathy and compassion alongside your truth. Sometimes, kindness will call you to step outside your comfort zone, to reach out when it's easier to stay. Quiet, to forgive when your heart feels heavy, or to offer help even when your own cup feels low. These acts may feel small or insignificant in the moment, but they carry seeds of transformation. They remind you and those around you that love is stronger than fear, and connection is more powerful than division. If you ever doubt the impact of your kindness, remember that even the smallest light can pierce the darkest night. You might find it helpful to create gentle rituals that invite kindness into your daily life. Maybe it's a moment of gratitude when you wake up, acknowledging something you appreciate about yourself or the world. Perhaps it's a quiet breath before meal, offering thanks for nourishment and the hands that prepared it. Or it could be a simple check-in with your feelings during the day, asking yourself what you need and honoring that need without judgment. These small practices become anchored, grounding you in kindness and reminding you of your inherent worth. And if you ever feel overwhelmed by the challenges around you, know that kindness includes caring for your own energy and well-being. It's okay to say no, to step back, or to ask for support. You are not obligated to carry the weight of the world alone. In fact, by taking care of yourself, you strengthen your ability to be kind and present for others. Self-care is not selfish. It is a sacred act of stewardship for the love within you. I invite you now to pause and reflect. What is one small act of kindness you can offer yourself right now? Maybe it's a gentle word, a stretch, a moment of stillness, or simply acknowledging that you are enough. If you feel moved, please share your intention in the comments below. Your openness may inspire someone else to be kind to themselves too, creating a beautiful circle of compassion that reaches far beyond this moment. As you continue to nurture kindness in your life, you might notice that it begins to shape the way you see the world. You start to recognize the interconnectedness of all being, the way each act of love, no matter how small, contributes to a greater whole. You become more attuned to the subtle ways that kindness can heal not only individual hearts, but entire community. This awareness invites you to be a gentle force for change, leading by example rather than force. It is a quiet revolution of love, one smile, one touch, one word at a time. And so, my beloved child, as you move forward on this journey, hold kindness close to your heart as both a shield and a light. Let it protect you from harshness and guide you through moments of uncertainty. Let it remind you that you are never alone, that you are deeply loved, and that your presence in this world matters more than you can imagine. This is the sacred dance we share, the dance of love unfolding through your life in ways seen and unseen. Know that when you falter or feel lost, kindness is always there to welcome you back. to catch you with open arms and a tender smile. There is no need to be perfect or have all the answers. Your willingness to try, to keep showing up, is itself a profound act of love. Trust in your own capacity to grow, to heal, and to shine. Your kindness is a gift not only to yourself, but to everyone whose life you touch, often in ways you may never fully realize. So, breathe deeply now and feel the steady rhythm of your heart, the eternal pulse of love that connects us all. Let this rhythm remind you that kindness is not a destination, but a way of being. A lifelong invitation to live with an open heart and a gentle spirit. As you carry this truth with you today and every day, remember that I am with you, always, unwaveringly and with infinite love. And as you continue to explore what it means to be kind, to yourself, to others, and to the world, consider how you might carry this kindness into moments that feel challenging or uncertain. How can kindness be your compass when the path ahead seems unclear? This is the question that gently unfolds before you now, inviting your heart to listen deeply. When the path ahead feels unclear, kindness can be your compass by reminding you to slow down, to breathe, and to meet yourself exactly where you are, without rushing toward answers or outcomes. It asks you to hold space for uncertainty, knowing that it is okay not to have everything figured out all at once. Kindness whispers that you don't have to push through confusion or fear with force. Instead, you can lean gently into those feelings as messengers, guiding you toward deeper understanding. It's in those quiet, tender moments of acceptance that clarity often begins to emerge. Not because you forced it, but because you allowed yourself the grace to be present with whatever is. Imagine kindness as a soft lantern carried close to your heart, casting a warm glow on the shadows of doubt and worry. This light doesn't erase the darkness, but it makes it easier to see through, to navigate with a sense of calm and trust. When you approach your inner landscape with kindness, you create a sanctuary within yourself, a place where healing and wisdom can grow even amidst the unknown. And as you cultivate this inner sanctuary, you find that the outer world begins to shift as well, responding to the gentleness you offer yourself and others. Sometimes, kindness will ask you to be patient with the process of growth. You might feel frustration when things don't change as quickly as you'd like, or when old patterns seem stubbornly persistent. In these moments, kindness invites you to remember that transformation is rarely linear. It unfolds in cycles, in ebbs and flows, in moments of progress and times of rest. There is no failure in needing to pause or to try again. Each step, no matter how small, is part of the beautiful dance of evolution that is your life. So, when impatience or doubt arise, greet them with kindness, acknowledging their presence without letting them define your worth or your journey. Kindness also encourages you to embrace flexibility in how you care for yourself. What nurtures your spirit today might look different tomorrow, and that's perfectly okay. It's not about rigid rules or expectations, but about tuning into your own needs with openness and curiosity. Maybe today you need quiet solitude, and tomorrow you'll find joy in connection. Sometimes you'll feel energized by creative expression, and other times by simply resting. Kindness helps you honor these shifts, recognizing that your well-being is a living, breathing thing that requires gentle attention and adaptation. And remember, kindness doesn't mean ignoring your boundaries or sacrificing your truth to keep peace. In fact, kindness and honesty go hand in hand. Being kind to yourself includes being honest about what feels right and what doesn't. What nourishes you and what drains you. Setting boundaries is an act of self-love that protects your energy and allows you to show up authentically in the world. When you hold your boundaries with kindness, you teach others how to treat you. And you create healthier, more respectful relationships. It's a beautiful balance of strength and softness, of standing firm while remaining open, dash-hearted. As you continue to practice kindness as your compass, you may find that it becomes easier to extend compassion to others, especially in difficult situations. When faced with someone who challenges you, whether through words, actions, or simply their presence, kindness invites you to pause and consider the story beneath the surface. What fears or wounds might be driving their behavior? This doesn't mean excusing harm or accepting mistreatment, but it does open a door to empathy that can transform conflict into connection. Even a small gesture, a calm breath, a gentle word, a listening ear, can ripple out in ways you might never see, but that sow seeds of peace. There will be times when kindness asks you to forgive. Not necessarily to forget or condone, but to free your heart from the heavy burden of resentment. Forgiveness is a gift you give yourself, a way to release the past and create space for healing and renewal. It doesn't mean you have to reconcile with everyone or overlook your own pain. Rather, it's about reclaiming your peace and choosing love over bitterness. When you offer forgiveness with kindness, you lighten your spirit and open yourself to new possibilities of joy and connection. And in the grander scope of life, kindness invites you to recognize the sacredness in all things, from the smallest blade of grass to the vastness of the sky. From the smile of a stranger to the beating of your own heart. This awareness deepens your sense of belonging and wonder, reminding you that you are part of an intricate web of life where every act of kindness contributes to the flourishing of the whole. You are a vital thread in this tapestry, and your kindness weaves beauty and grace into the fabric of existence. I encourage you now to take a moment and reflect. In what ways can kindness be your guide when you face uncertainty or difficulty? Maybe it's a phrase you whisper to yourself, a gentle touch to your heart, or a small ritual that grounds you. If you feel called to share, please write your thoughts in the comments below. Your words may be the very light someone else needs to find their way. That as you hold this question close, know that kindness is not about perfection or always having the right answer. It's about showing up for yourself and others with an open heart, ready to meet life's mysteries with grace. This gentle way of being is a powerful invitation to trust, to surrender, and to keep moving forward, even when the way is not clear. So, as you continue to walk this path, let kindness be the quiet strength that steadies your step. The soft embrace that comforts your soul, and the radiant light that reveals the next right move. One moment at a time. And in this unfolding journey, remember that every breath you take is an opportunity to choose kindness again. To let it flow through you as a healing force, both within and beyond. This is the sacred rhythm of love that pulses through your life, inviting you always to come home, to yourself, to others, and to the beautiful mystery of being alive. And as you deepen your relationship with kindness, you might begin to notice how it gently reshapes your inner world in ways you hadn't expected. It softens the harsh judgments you carry about yourself. Those critical voices that have whispered doubts or fears into your ear for far too long. Kindness doesn't silence those voices by force. Instead, it listens with patience and compassion, offering an alternative story, that you are enough, just as you are, with all your imperfection and all your brilliance. This new story isn't about denying your struggles or pretending everything is perfect, but about embracing your whole self with tenderness. It's a quiet revolution within your heart, a shift from self-criticism to self-acceptance that opens the door to deeper peace. When you treat yourself kindly, you're also planting seeds of resilience. Life will always bring challenges, unexpected setbacks, moments of doubt, times when you feel lost or overwhelmed. But kindness is the steady ground beneath your feet that holds you upright. It reminds you that it's okay to stumble, to rest, to ask for help. It encourages you to treat yourself like you would a dear friend who is struggling. Not with harshness or impatience, but with warmth and encouragement. This nurturing presence within you becomes a wellspring of strength, a refuge you can return to when the storms of life rage around you. And this kindness isn't just inward-facing. It naturally flows outward, touching the lives of those around you. When you lead with kindness in your own heart, your actions ripple through your relationship, your community, and even the wider world. Small acts like a smile offered without expectation, a listening ear when someone feels unheard, a word of encouragement when someone doubts themselves, carry profound power. They remind others that they too are worthy of kindness and belonging. You might never know the full impact of these moments, but trust that they are part of a larger tapestry of love and healing being woven every day. Sometimes, kindness will ask you to slow down and truly see the world around you. The way the sunlight filters through leaves, the sound of laughter shared between friends, the quiet courage of someone simply getting through a hard day. When you cultivate this presence, you open yourself to the beauty that exists even in the ordinary. The magic that lives in the moment-to-moment experience of life. Kindness is like a lens that sharpens your awareness and deepens your gratitude, helping you find joy, not because things are perfect, but because you are fully present to them. I invite you now to pause and ask yourself, when have you experienced kindness as a healing force in your own life? Maybe it was a moment someone showed you unexpected grace, or a time you chose to be gentle with yourself during hardship. If you feel comfortable, please share your story in the comments below. Your experience might be exactly the light someone else needs to feel seen and understood today. And as you hold these reflections close, remember that kindness is a practice, not a destination. It's something you return to again and again, like coming home after a long journey. Some days it will feel natural and easy. Other days it may feel like a tender effort, a deliberate choice to soften your heart in the face of difficulty. Both are beautiful, both are meaningful. There is no right or wrong way to embody kindness, only your own unique way, unfolding in its own time. In this spirit, kindness also invites you to be curious about the parts of yourself that feel resistant or closed off. When you meet those parts with gentleness, rather than judgment or avoidance, you open the possibility for healing and integration. Sometimes the hardest places in your heart hold the greatest potential for transformation. And kindness is the key that unlocks the door. It encourages you to sit with discomfort, to listen deeply, and to offer yourself compassion even when it feels most challenging. And so, as you continue on your journey, know that kindness is not a fleeting feeling or a simple act. It is a way of being that invites you to embody love in every breath, every step, every choice. It is the thread that weaves through your life, connecting you to the sacredness within and around you. When you choose kindness, you choose to honor the fullness of your humanity. The light and the shadow, the strength and the vulnerability, the joy and the sorrow. This path of kindness may sometimes lead you into unexpected places, asking you to expand your heart beyond what feels comfortable or familiar. It may call you to stand gently in your truth while holding space for others. Truth, even when they differ from your own. It may invite you to forgive, to release, to hope again, and to trust in the unfolding mystery of life. Each step taken with kindness is a step toward greater freedom. A freedom born not from control or certainty, but from surrender and love. And in those moments when the way forward feels uncertain, when you wonder if your kindness is enough, remember, this kindness is never wasted. It is a sacred gift, a balm for your soul and a beacon for others. It is the quiet power that transforms pain into healing, fear into courage, separation into connection. When you choose kindness, you are choosing life itself, in all its complexity and beauty. So keep carrying your lantern close to your heart, dear one. Let its gentle light guide you through the shadow, reminding you always that you are loved beyond measure, exactly as you are. And as you walk this path, hold this truth gently in your soul. Every act of kindness, no matter how small, is an act of sacred creation, weaving hope and healing into the fabric of the world. And now, as you breathe into this moment, perhaps you sense a stirring deep within, a quiet invitation to trust yourself a little more, to lean into kindness even when it feels fragile, to open your heart a little wider to the unfolding journey ahead. This invitation is yours to accept or to ponder gently, without pressure or expectation. Simply as a loving whisper from the deepest part of who you are. And so, with kindness lighting your way, you begin to notice how the world shifts around you in subtle, beautiful ways. Maybe it's in the way your breath deepens as you pause to appreciate a quiet moment, or how your smile comes easier when you catch your own eye in the mirror. Perhaps it shows up in the softness with which you hold your own mistake, or the patience you find when someone else's imperfections surface. These are not grand gestures, but they are profound. They are the gentle unfolding of love's presence within you, like the petals of a flower opening slowly to the morning sun. And as this kindness grows, you might begin to see the pattern that once kept you feeling small or separate begin to loosen their grip. Wounds that felt raw and unhealable start to mend, not because they disappear, but because you are learning to live with them differently, with more compassion, more acceptance, more grace. You discover that your story is not defined by what has hurt you, but by how you choose to respond to it. Each moment of kindness you offer yourself becomes a thread of light weaving through the tapestry of your life, creating a picture rich with resilience and hope. It's important to remember, too, that kindness doesn't mean you must always be cheerful or that you have to push away difficult emotion. True kindness embraces the full range of your experience. It holds space for sadness, anger, confusion, and fear, just as tenderly as it does for joy and peace. When you allow yourself this freedom, you grant your soul permission to breathe fully, to be authentic and whole. This openness is a powerful act of self-love, a recognition that your feelings are valid and worthy of attention. Sometimes, kindness will ask you to slow down in the busiest moment, to take a breath before reacting, to listen deeply before speaking. It invites you to be mindful, not only of your own needs and feelings, but also of the needs and feelings of those around you. In this way, kindness becomes a bridge connecting hearts, fostering understanding where there may have been distance. It softens conflict, heals misunderstandings, and opens doors to reconciliation. You may find that as you cultivate kindness within, your relationships blossom in unexpected ways, becoming rich